Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sunday special. Today's Sunday special is going to be brought to you in part by Mountain Dew, because I drink a boatload of it. No, but in all seriousness, welcome back to the Sunday special. This week's Sunday special, after last week's your guys' requests, the overwhelming popular one was top 10 race damaged diecasts, I think. I couldn't tell for sure because it was race damaged and race wins, but I'm going to do race damaged, so that means you can finish second, third, fourth. If they made it and it was damaged, it counts, okay? But anyway, that video is not going to happen until next week. I have to dig out, and I have to make some tough decisions. That's a hard video to make. There's a lot of good diecasts out there. So I might do two parts of it. I might do a top 10 or a top 20, and I'll do numbers 20 through 10 and then 10 through 1. So it'll be 2 weeks, but it won't be this week. This week's we're going to do Brett Moffitt's trucks. Every truck that has been released thus far. We're going to do a worst to first, not really worst to first. Again, if they're in my collection, I like them, but we're going to do my favorites, my non-favorites, or my absolute favorites, my lesser favorites this week, and then next week we will do numbers 20 through 11 of the best race damaged diecast. So to start it off, coming in at number 12 is the 2018 Michigan Race Win Custom. Now this is a custom, obviously, so with this custom, you can see there's where the decals are put on. This one, the number's a little wonky. Actually, the front end, this looks really, really good. And the roof looks pretty solid, but that side number just looks a little goofy. And it does too on this side. You can see kind of where that is. The dash was detailed, though. That's a Jared Hunter Watts, or what is it, Jade? I can't remember his custom's name. But he did a very, very good job getting the dash detail and stuff down. This is honestly mostly an issue with the quality of the decal itself. Not really anything a custom guy can do once if the decal doesn't have the quality, he's limited to what the decal allows him to do. But again, still a really, really nice custom truck. I was very, very pleased with it. I still extremely like this truck, but the decals being off a little bit, and then the paint scheme being kind of meh, not a ton of race detail because it was Michigan. So this one will come in at number 12. We'll slide 12 over on that side. Number 11 on that list is not a custom. This is the 2018 Atlanta Race Win. And this one has kind of the same thing. You can see it's a Plan B Sales autographed edition. You can see we got a banner on the windshield. But overall, it's just clean. There's not much to it. You see a little bit on the front, not a ton of dirt. Doesn't show a lot. Very, very clean race win. And frankly, it's very similar to his Homestead one, but obviously the Homestead one has far more significance. So still a solid truck, but just not one that not one that really is breathtaking, because the rest of them have at least something that makes me go, nice. So number 10 on the list is the 2019 Brett Moffitt Plan B Sales Chevy Silverado. So this car, the paint scheme is phenomenal. I mean, you've got the white Plan B looks good. This kind of white and blue thing they got down the side with the gray. The numbers up top, obviously it's autographed Plan B as well. But the Plan B sales cars always look good. They don't put an ugly car on the track. They're not allowed to. It's against the rules for Plan B to put ugly cars on the track. So every Plan B car looks good. But because it is not a race win, and basically, because it's not a race win is the only reason it's not higher on this list, because I obviously am a huge fan of the race wins. But this one will come in at number 10. Number 9 on the list for the Brett Moffitt is another Plan B truck, but this is his Veterans Day red, white, and blue truck. Looks fantastic. We get the Gander Outdoors playoff banners. We got all 4 of his race winner stickers up there. I did actually get my name on the deck lid in here as well. We got Plan B Sales, number 24. The splitter has got the playoff markings as well. But overall, it's a great looking scheme. It's cool to have my name on it. Frankly, I think actually my personal opinion, I like the white one better than this one. Just because I think it's a more sleek look than this one is. But this one being a Veterans Day and having my name on it is the only reason that it puts it above. So that one will come in at number 9. Number 8 on this list is going to be the 2019 Brett Moffitt Canada Race Win Custom. As I said, race wins have always been my favorite, so we've got the Gander Outdoors Custom banner, splitter, and spoiler. And then we've got the number 24 CMR roofing. See a little bit from the burnout there.
Otherwise, not too bad. You see the decaling worked out really good on this one, actually. This one is actually very different from the other one. The decaling just seemed to work real well. So the Silverado front end, here on the right side, you can see we've got all the decaling going on there, the burnout mark. There's the fuel cell on the other side because of the way that the road course is shaped. And then the detailed dash on the inside. You can see we've got, the steering wheel, the gauges are painted in, which is a cool detail that he does with his custom. So I highly recommend. I will get another custom probably done from him here soon. So when that comes in, I'll do the shout out and I'll link his page in there as well. All right, number 8 on this list. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7. That was number 8. Number 7 on this list is the 2018 Homestead win. Now, this truck, with the significance of it, should be higher because he won the championship in this truck. This is the championship winning truck. But if you look at it, it's so bland. Literally, no burnout marks. Very, very little on the front end, if anything. Nothing on the right side at all. Completely clean. Just overall, it's just so clean. There's no race detail to this truck. A little bit on the nose, but otherwise, it's just so darn clean. So, yeah, with this one, it's kind of a. I'm not really sure what else to say. It's a good truck sentimentally wise, but in terms of actual damage and significant and the cool extra details and things like that, this has none of them. But again, significant, so that's what'll put it in the number 7 spot. All right, 3, 6. So everything else will be actually coming up a row in order for me to get them all in. Number 6 on this list is the 2018 Phoenix Homestead Custom. Now, this one is one of my absolute favorite customs. The decaling has its own issues, but it's pretty solid. You can see there's kind of a difference between the black and the black there. They're not super high quality printed graphics. But at the end of the day, I've got confetti, I've got the banner, I've got a ripped up rear end. I had to put this tire on, and actually he blew the tire out, but I like to have the tire so it sits evenly. So we've got that. We've got the detailed dash inside. He did individually cut pieces of confetti to get placed on there. But overall, you can see we got some detail right there, some rubber stuff. But the paint scheme's pretty cool. The confetti's pretty cool, and the rear end and dash make this one of my favorites. Not my absolute favorite. I have one more of my customs that's kind of my favorite custom, but this one is number 2 on the list for those reasons. And that's why that one will come in at number 6. Number 5 on this list is going to be the 2019 Brett Moffitt Chicagoland race win. And this one is just clean. Look at that. I mean, because he had no sponsor, it is a very, very clean looking truck. I really wish they would have made this one, but unfortunately they didn't. And that was his 2nd win of the year, I think. So why he only has one winner sticker, I'm not sure. Because he also won at Iowa, which is actually one of the only trucks I don't have yet. I'm going to have to wait on that one. On the back, GMS, all that, but this is another one. All the marks down the right side from when he was getting into somebody on the backstretch while I was trying to pass him. They door slammed him and painted dash in there, rubbed up right side, but then also very, very clean truck the rest of the way around. It was caked in confetti. I chose to just have it this way. I think this is a better look than what it looks like when it's caked in confetti, especially with the unsponsored look. That's what makes this car look really, really cool. So that one will come in at number 5. Number 4 is our last of the non-race wins. This is the Don Valley North promo car. This one can only be bought from Canada. You have to go to Canada, or in my case, find somebody in Canada to buy it for you and send it to you. And so I had him pick me up one of these because this is a promo car. You could only get it out of Canada. It was really hard to find. Maybe they're still up there. I don't actually know, but it was definitely one that I was really happy to get my hands on. It's a great looking paint scheme, the red, the white, the black. And then on top of that, being a promo car that's so rare and hard to find is another reason I put this in my top 5, just because it is a really unique piece. I mean, if you show this to somebody, they'll say, where in the world did that come from? And, obviously being Moffitt's my favorite driver in the truck series, that's one big reason I enjoy getting that truck. Okay, so you probably know which 3 are left, just because there's probably 3 more trucks that everyone kind of knows. All 3 of them are race wins. All 3 of them are races I've been to in person and gotten to see him win at. And all 3 of them were very, very fun races to watch. Number 3 on this list is going to be the 2018 Chicagoland race win. Now this one has a great paint scheme, all black with the red numbers, and then we got FR8 auctions, number 16, caked in confetti around here. It is also autographed. This is the race on the last lap. John Hunter Nemechek had an issue, and he ended up winning the race, but he and Moffitt were basically nose to tail for the last like 20 laps. It was a great race, and it was a lot of fun to watch. He was unsponsored coming into the week, and then he ends up getting FR8 auctions on board and then winning the race for him. So good reward for a sponsor for stepping up. And FR8 Auctions has sponsored him ever since, on and off, so it's been great. But overall, it's a really cool truck just with the color. It's a nice, shiny gloss black, and then the confetti on there is caked on there as well. So kind of a fun truck that way with all the confetti. It's probably one of the trucks that I've ever seen with the most confetti. There's not a lot of trucks that have that much confetti. Number 2 on the list is going to be the 2019 Bristol race win. I actually have tire chunks that I pulled up off the track because after the race they let us on the track. So I pulled up some of the rubber clumps and I was going to put them with this truck in its display case. I haven't done that yet. I still have them. They're in the box where, I don't keep the boxes with the cars. So I've got the clumps in the box. That I'm going to put with this at some point. But just the paint scheme alone is a big reason. You got the Midnight Moon, playoff banners and stuff on here as well. There's pretty good race detail on the right side in terms of just, the dirt that builds up on these trucks. It's autographed because I got it out of Plan B like that. But overall, you got the carbon fiber splitter and stuff, which looks cool. And my experience was fantastic. This was a really fun race to watch. Going to Bristol for my first time. This was my first Bristol race at all because the Cup race and truck race, or the Cup race and Xfinity race were obviously days later. And this is just one of my absolute favorites, getting able to see him win in person again. This was actually the 4th time I had seen him win in person, which is kind of crazy because he only has like 12 truck wins, and I've seen like 4 of them. And if I'd gone to Chicago, I would have seen 5. So like, he just likes to win around our local area, I guess. But yeah, it was fun to get to watch him win that. And the number 1, obviously the last one left on the list, his home track win, the 2018 Iowa race win. The paint scheme is okay, not bad. The white and green's pretty good, but this race was fantastic. Noah Gragson tried the aggressive slide job on the last lap. It was on the edge of our seats. He won. This was his home track. The crowd was really for it. They really enjoyed watching him race there and win. And 2 years in a row he won at Iowa, by the way. They didn't make his 2019 because it was a DQ win, but I would have loved to pick that one up. But yeah, the Destiny Home Smart Series, and the paint scheme's okay. As I said, it's kind of unique. It's a very bright color, but it was just really cool for him to win at the home track. I mean, I've always been a guy that goes to the Iowa Speedway, and to get to see him win at his home track and my home track was really cool. So that is my number 1, kind of my favorite Brett Moffitt truck. So what I want to do now is I'm going to back up my camera. I'll probably actually just pull it off the tripod because it'll be easier to show the whole group of them. And I'll try to put them back in order. There we go. Oops, I think I got them out of order already. I'm working with one hand here, so I'm trying to zoom or pull my hand back to make sure you guys can see, because in the video lens on this camera, it actually zooms in, so I have to go even farther back than I do for pictures. But there we go. So there is the Brett Moffitt trucks. Starting over here, that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So number 1 is over here. It's kind of backwards. Normally, it's kind of, if you do it this way, it's normal, but if you go that way, it's not normal. So anyway, that is my top 12. These are my Brett Moffitt trucks. There's going to be some new ones, some Plan B ones. I'm going to get a custom of his race win, so there'll be more coming in the future, but this will pretty much wrap up the Sunday special. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss next week's upload, numbers 20 through 11 of the top race win damage diecast, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the other diecast reviews throughout the week. As I said, Sunday special for next week, number 20 through 11 of the top damage diecast ever made, or at least the ones that I have. And then the week after that, it'll be number 10 through 1. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next diecast review.